when people are like, oh my god, $28 for cookies? 4 bags. That's $7 a bag. I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like, if you're a broke boy, just say so.
This is exactly the type of response I expect from some spoiled ass Twitch streamer who's made millions off of all the simps who've been supporting her for years just because they wanted some material to nut off to. And by the way, I find that behavior completely reprehensible. Please, guys, corn is free out here. It's all over Google, Bing, Firefox, whatever the hell you use. Even AI is coming into the fold now. Please stop being so fucking weird. Secondly, Pokimane. In this economy, with inflation, low paying jobs, employee strikes, interest rates being high as hell, people being laid off or fired, and companies going bankrupt, what makes you think that it would be okay to call people broke boys? By the way, I assume most of her viewers are men. Probably a good chunk are women, but let's be honest here, most of the money is coming from the men who love watching her content, if you know what I mean.
Nigga, you ain't funny.
But I digress. Why would you think it would be okay to disrespect people and call them broke because they don't want to pay $28 for a package of cookies? You say they're $7 each. How many cookies come in each pack? Well, according to her website, the 4-pack is indeed $28, $7 a bag. And in each bag, you get 7 cookies. And I don't know if I'm crazy or not, and I'm not sure if this image is true to size, but why the fuck, Pokimane, would I pay $7 for 7 cookies, $1 each, for cookies that look like they're as big as the tip of my thumb? I'm sorry, who the hell do you think you are? Why would anybody pay $7 for a small pack of cookies? And on top of that, they're miniature sized cookies. 7 miniature sized cookies for $7 each. You're literally paying $1 for each miniature sized cookie. And she's calling you broke if you can't afford it.
Like, if you're a broke boy, just say so.
And by the way, let's not even get into the fact that this was just a company she bought that already pre-existed, already had their cookies on sale, and that this whole thing is just repackaged and rebranded to have her name on it. I guess her name is Mina. And apparently these cookies were named Tootsie before, according to this tweet. And some people are saying the repackaged and rebranded cookies are now more expensive than what the former company was charging. I don't know about the accuracy of all of that. Pokimane is saying it's actually cheaper now. I really don't care. I don't want to get into that. But I just can't stand the fact that all this, that Pokimane is calling people broke boys and is trying to clown people for essentially being poor. I mean, that's what that is. But here's a quick little review from somebody who actually bought Pokimane's cookies and tried it out for themselves. Take a look. $32. Now listen, I understand Pokimane's rip-off cookies from another company probably aren't the best tasting. They probably taste like dry-ass, stale, sugar-coated crackers. Probably on par with pencil shavings, chalk dust, and kitty litter all mixed into one. Baked at 350 degrees for 10 minutes and made into a cookie. But personally, I don't think it's that serious. I mean, I wouldn't try it, but hey, judging based on his reaction, if it really is that bad, then Pokimane finna go bankrupt too. Now, if you guys remember this, back in 2020, there was this drama with this streamer by the name of Invader V who was basically going at her viewers and clowning them for not being able to afford a $5 sub.
It doesn't really matter how much money you make because I'm not asking you for a large financial contribution. A sub is $5. At maximum, in whatever your currency is, it's maybe $10. And it doesn't matter how broke you are, if you have time to watch Twitch, you have $10, truly.
And I don't know if you guys remember this response, but Pokimane back then said, if $5 is an irrelevant amount of money, then she shouldn't need the $5 from your subscription. If she argues it adds up if multiple people give me the $5 though, then she should realize it works the same when it comes to spending. Fucking hilarious how the tables have turned. Like, this tweet actually and genuinely aged like musty ass spoiled cottage cheese that's been stuck under somebody's bed for the last 50 years. I mean, holy shit. The irony is actually astronomical. And of course, you have my fellow creators leaving their remarks about this. Mudahar said, man, this is so out of touch. Optimus says, I try so hard to give her the benefit of the doubt, but she removes any ability to do that every time she opens her mouth. I'm surprised she's not calling everyone sexist for not wanting to pay $7 for rebranded Costco cookies. Lucci TV says, out of touch millionaire calls people broke boys for not wanting to buy a rebranded cookie marked up over 2 times. Her cookies were the same ones selling at Costco for $10 for almost 3 times the amount of product in each. each bag. The way she acts is insufferable. Big E said if you're a broke boy, is the same person that judged other individuals for getting their bag, calling it cringe, saying that she had morals. I believe this is in regards to the whole Twitch versus Mixer situation where streamers were leaving for more money. Yeah, of course. Guys, you gotta realize that all these streamers just have false platitudes. Rarely ever will you get a real ass person to tell you the truth. Most content creators, including myself, want to make as much money as possible off their content, want to get as famous as possible, want to get as many views as possible. Of course, we like entertaining you guys, but I mean, come on, we're not gonna do this for free. And Pokimane was out here acting like she was holier than thou. I only do this to give free content to my community. Like, bitch, you live in a multi-million-dollar house in a gated community. What are you talking about? Rem Valorant said, when it's an estimated 75% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, this really just feels so distasteful. Indeed it does. Not a fellow content creator, but this Twitter gimmick page said these streamers are getting so out of touch with reality. It's actually disgusting. My guy Bo Blacks said, this guy spent over an hour defending Pokimane's overpriced cookies. And guess who it is? Guess who it is? Of course, it's Hasanabi. I swear to God, I don't like this guy. For years, he's had the worst opinions out of any other content creator ever.
America deserved 9/11, dude. I'm saying it.
Like, Hasanabi, what is wrong with you, bro? How could you even defend this guy? Why do you even have a viewer base? I'm sorry, it's just obvious to me that your looks are carrying you. And as a fellow handsome man myself, I understand, but you can't rely on that, my guy. Take away the looks. Would you still have the same amount of viewers that you still have?
Emotional damage.
Pokimane decides to come out with an apology or semi-apology. She said, and I'm gonna try to do my best Pokimane voice. While what I said was 100% intended to be a joke, I see why it came off as insensitive, and I apologize for that. I also understand the current price of the cookies may be expensive for some, because she definitely would have some snarkiness in there, and promise we'll continue to consider pricing to keep minas as affordable as possible. Thank you. Like, bro, that's exactly how I feel like she would read this. I mean, Pokimane, baby girl, just be honest and say you want to make money. And if you guys can afford it, go ahead, buy the cookies. It supports me and my cause to be able to afford a $10 chocolate mint mocha every morning. Just do this for me, please. I need more M's in my bank account. But instead of saying that and being honest, she wants to act like people are broke if they don't buy her $1 each miniature cookie. Let me reiterate, there are 7 cookies in each bag, each individually miniature. $1 for each cookie, and the whole bag is 28 grams. I don't know if you guys know how small that is. Like, the fuck is that shit filled with? Mostly air? And for reference, this is what 1 gram of food looks like. Now just multiply that by 4 and turn it into a cookie. Yeah, I mean, everybody's better off just going to the local Walmart and getting a family pack of Chips Ahoy and call it a day. Like, nobody's spending $28 for 4 packs of miniature cookies. Get out of here with that shit, man. Anyways, though, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. This is completely ridiculous, and I'm tired of the classist remarks from rich people. In my community, I like to help out people who don't have much. Homeless people, if they're hungry, I buy them something. Somebody struggling, I give them something. I help out in any way I can, and I never put down people who are struggling because I know what it's like to be like that. I know what it's like to not have a meal or be on a budget for food. So this shit just like irks me. Anyways, new video tomorrow.